Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fan Behavior. I'm Zoe, finally reunited with Hannah, though remotely.
Hello.
Remote.
Hi, guys.
We're back.
We're back.
We're
We're
back.
matching.
We're matching intentionally. I did change into this after I saw Hannah was wearing it. Audio only people were in our Sunday Behavior merch. It's been such a long time since I've even seen your face.
It's crazy. Like, I've only seen you on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta follow my life. I gotta do it on the gram. I know, and I'm like not a FaceTime person either, so
hmm
I would never even think to FaceTime you.
No, I think you FaceTimed me like once, and it was
No,
when you were backpacking.
I FaceTimed you a couple times when we were prepping for our trips.
Yeah, for logistics, but like for a social call once.
I yeah, I we don't have to get into my disdain of FaceTiming, but
No, no judgment.
yeah, I just I want to see people face to face. Like let's have the convo face to face.
Totally get
Um
it.
We not only are we back from our summer breaks, which they've been fun, they've been great, but we're also like F1 is back this week. Thank
Yes.
goodness. I'm excited to get back into it, though I am a little nervous. Um,
hmm
this episode, we're going to kind of cover some of the F1 drivers' summer break festivities, but also we're going to cover some of the biggest questions that I think all of us have going into this second half of the season because there's lots
Yeah.
of questions. Okay, let's just jump into the F1 drivers' summer breaks because if you were not an F1 driver on a boat this summer, then like, what are you
You
doing?
weren't an F1 driver.
I think it's a requirement that they have to spend a certain amount of time on a boat every year,
Yeah.
or else it's like you can't go backpacking, you can't do anything like adventurous, you can't go
No.
be like a tourist, really. You have to be on a boat.
Totally. It's definitely a requirement. And if you can't be on a boat, then you shouldn't be in F1.
Exactly, 100%.
Right.
I do think everyone would like to know your thoughts on the Max Verstappen photo dump when he's holding his baby. Please share your thoughts.
The most wholesome thing. I mean, we've seen him with Penelope and like it's just the sweetest. But I think there's something extra knowing that like it's his DNA in this child and like it was the sweetest thing. And if I'm being totally honest, like I'm not chronically online the way you and a lot of our friends are. If you hadn't shared that on the podcast Instagram, I didn't see it. Like I saw it because you posted it.
I
So
knew,
thank you.
I knew.
Um, wow.
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah, I mean
picture
it
of
was
him
just
too.
it was great, but you know, I think Max is a very handsome person, but he
Yeah,
doesn't necessarily photograph super well.
no,
But he is also like photogenic, if
yeah,
that makes sense. Like,
yeah, he
so I
is.
was just, it was a very nice photo dump. I thought it was very well curated and wow,
Yeah,
so cute.
he looks great. We had George on a boat. We had Charles Leclerc on a boat. We
Yeah.
had Alex Albon on a boat. We had, I think Carlos was on a boat.
Esteban
Os
was on a boat.
Esteban was on a boat. Yep. Oscar was kind of on a boat, though he seemed to have a little bit more of an adventurous is a loose term, but like he was
Yeah.
doing a bit more. Did you see today? I'm guessing you didn't, but perhaps you did. The Alex Albon Dolomites photo dump
No.
where the caption, let me just get this correct because I don't want to screw this up. Posted a series of photos. So he did go hiking in
Okay.
the Dolomites, at the Dolomites, in the Dolomites. I
Sure.
don't know.
Adjacent to the Dolomites.
Which is different. And he captioned the photo, "The Dolomites got me rock hard."
Nice. Wow. I'm looking at it now. Perfect. 10
Yeah.
out of 10, no notes. And I guess I always wondered too, like when he is hanging out with, well, Lily, I mean his girlfriend, like not hanging out, but like when they're spending time together, did he run that by her? Was it her idea? Did this come to, did this caption come to him on all on his own?
I think it's a full all on his own, and
I
he's
think so too.
full sending it.
Yeah. And it's perfect.
Yeah, which I love. I also wanted to just talk about how many F1 drivers were featured on Dumois, which for those who don't know, I don't know how you don't know, but
Crazy. Right.
Dumois is this internet gossip Instagram account where, lots of celebrity gossip, rumors.
It's like Gossip Girl for pop
Yes.
culture. Yeah.
Yes. And, they cover big time celebrities. And there have been a few times where like she does this series where she'll like take screenshots of people who've seen celebrities out in the wild, like, oh, I saw Leonardo DiCaprio at this restaurant or whatever. Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Hailing a cab. And and F1 drivers have been in that before,
Right.
but there were full
But
on
it's niche.
it's yeah, but it's niche. But there were full on designated posts to F1 drivers on
Crazy.
vacation, which is just, I know that they're famous, but it's like I never comprehend that they're like mainstream famous. I can't
Well, I
comprehend.
remember the first time we saw, I want to say it was either Lewis or Charlotte Claire on Just
Just
Jared. And I was like, excuse me, this
no,
is my
actually,
hobby.
I think it
Like,
was
don't,
Pierre Gasly,
you're right. Because
which
it
was
was,
weirder.
it was because he was even more niche. And I was just like, love that you're aware. And also, I don't need everyone else knowing who I'm into. Like, please go
Yeah,
away.
it was very strange. So anyway, um, I just like we saw Lando and his girlfriend on
Hmm.
like doing a nice little photo shoot, you know.
Which, like, really upset some people.
Well, yeah, obviously. And like we're not here to
But see, okay, but no, but here's the difference though, is I will say, like, I don't think I understand, like, I'm trying to, I don't think I understood the level of fandom in the way that, like, maybe I was a little bit with Harry Styles or whatever, until it's on these
Yes.
accounts
Yes.
and people are commenting, like, my
Yeah.
life is over. It's like, oh, okay,
Well,
great.
it's
Like,
because yeah, it's just our relationship to the F1 drivers is potentially is different than maybe other people's relationship
sure.
to the
And I
drivers.
don't mean great, your life is over. I just was like, oh, I don't think I understood the significance of like how invested these people are in like a parasocial romantic way
Yes.
until it's on a Demois or a Just Jared or
Exactly.
something.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're still waiting for some other drivers. Like I would love to have I want to know what Yuki was up to because I don't think he was on a boat. I'm just going
Well, I
on,
don't think
on
so
a
either.
live. I don't
And he
think he's on
might
a
have
boat.
been, but like on a small boat, and maybe he didn't want to put it on the internet.
I feel like he was doing something obscure. That's all. I'm just curious to see what he was up to. And there's a few others that I feel like we haven't really gotten like a full rundown of what they were up to. But
Mhm.
there's still time. I'm sure like today, when this comes out, will be the final dumps of summer,
Yeah, that's true.
and we'll finally
And Yuki has like done a really great job of giving us some high quality dumps, so I think he'll be up to the assignment.
exactly. Okay. Should we get into the questions of
Yeah.
the season? So.
Yeah. Because if I'm honest, guys, like I really took summer break seriously.
I know. Oh,
I
I mean,
have
I
been
think we all did.
unplugged.
I
I
think
know.
we all have. And these are just there really wasn't that much news. Like if you think about it, like there really wasn't a silly season.
Yeah.
Like none of that really happened. But okay, the first thing I wanted to talk about because I'm pretty sure this week, if not today, this will get confirmed. The who will be Cadillac's two drivers for 2026. And it's been a lot of speculation, but it's basically been confirmed. It's been confirmed by our friend Nate Saunders at ESPN that it will be Valtteri Bottas and Checo Perez back
Hmm.
in F1. How do you feel
Yeah.
about these two coming back?
I am really excited about Checo and Valtteri. I love Valtteri. We know I love Valtteri. Um, I don't know. Well, one, I'm just excited to have it confirmed, but also I feel like we've talked about this, but the Red Bull second seat lore
We'll
made it
get to
very
that. Yeah.
hard for me to understand that it maybe wasn't Checo. So I am excited for Checo to have another shot and for me as a fan of the sport to have another like appreciation for Checo within a different team. So
Yes,
I'm really looking
exactly.
forward to it.
I think it's really interesting they have two like older drivers. I think that's
Hmm.
really unique. I feel like we don't typically, I guess we kind of had that last year with Kevin and Nico at Haas, but
Yeah.
I feel like usually it's the veteran and then the young driver.
Yeah.
So I think them both being previous second drivers. I guess
Yeah.
Valtteri was a number one driver when he was with um he's with Alpha, then Stake, whatever.
Sure.
But
But still.
I think it will be interesting to see them compared to each other.
I
Um,
agree. I think it'll be good. And it's I'm kind of glad for the sake of a rookie driver that like they don't have to go into a brand new
yeah,
team first year in the sport. Like I think it's smart they're picking veterans.
And I think it's good for Cadillac. Like they're going to
Yeah.
benefit from having two veterans who know what they're doing, who understand how to develop a car.
Yeah.
Um, in terms of the content, like we know Valtteri can bring the content and we know he can
Hmm.
provide Instagram content. And I think Checo unintentionally brings great content, right? Like with
Yeah.
his just sometimes he's like oblivious to everything,
Yeah.
which is funny. And I think it's a good. So I'll be curious to see them play off of each other. I mean, Chenko is back and we can finally
Django's
say
back. Yeah,
it.
he is back. And I do think like there's a similarity to Checo and Joe's personality in that like
Yep.
they are down to participate and they don't necessarily know how funny they are.
It's like you.
Thank you. That's very kind. But when played with the right person, i.e. you, i.e. Valtteri, like they will rise to the occasion.
Right. They're not going to be like the star of the show necessarily, but
Right.
they're going to be a good counter and they're going to play
Yeah.
along. And they're down. They're down to
They're
participate.
down. And they're gonna like he's going to add to the narrative. It's not
Yes.
like it's gonna be like, why is he in this? He's definitely gonna like add something to the whole dynamic. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I think it's great. I'm happy that these two drivers are getting another chance, and it's good. It's good to see them. I'm excited. I'm excited for it
Yeah,
to be benefit.
America's team.
America's team. Right, exactly. Okay, so you kind of brought up the second Red Bull driver seat situation. I feel like that's the other big question mark, which is who is
Hmm.
going to have the second Red Bull seat in 2026? Now, we did get some articles. You probably didn't see this because you were, disconnected,
Away.
but there were some conversations about, or I saw some articles talking about how, there might be a chance, there is a chance that Yuki could keep his seat for next
Hmm.
season because Christian Horner isn't there anymore. Laurent
Right.
Mekies is a Yuki defender. Maybe he's willing to give Yuki another chance. Is it risky to put Isaac in the Red Bull right now? He's still quite young, yada yada. Then there's talks. There's this very young Red Bull junior driver, Arvin Lindblad, who is like an up and coming, like kind of a Kimi Antonelli type, but he's still rough around the edges. And so it's sort of like, well, is he quite ready yet to be in the V carb? And then promoting Isaac to Red Bull. So I feel like those are the two options. I did see
Hmm.
I think it was Nate Saunders actually that reported this that like there's nothing confirmed, but the only thing that is confirmed is that Liam is not getting back into the Red Bull. Like he's
Oh,
not
in the Red Bull.
in the Red Bull.
Got it, got it, got it. I
Yeah.
was like, whoa,
So like
that's
it's
okay.
either going to be Yuki's in the Red Bull or
Or
Isaac
someone
in the Red
new.
Bull.
Okay. Or Isaac, okay.
Yeah, like it's one of those two essentially.
Hmm.
So I don't know. How do you feel about all of that? I just vomited a lot of words.
No, it's great. So I think, in my opinion, and which means little in this damn sport that we've decided to be a part of, um, there's so many changes with like the new regs and all of that. And because of the leadership change at Red Bull, to me, it seems like a safer option to keep everyone as is right now. You're developing a brand new car. You have enough understanding, like the whole paddock is aware of the second driver thing really being the car, and you're starting from scratch with the car in a lot of ways. So it to me it feels like okay, stick with what you know, stick with a driver who you know how they're going to behave. You like behind the scenes, you know what you're dealing with, and you're all kind of experiencing this new car piece together. Whereas if you bring in, even in promoting Isaac, like his stress level is going to be different. Like he even though you maybe know how he operates as a driver, will be a different driver because he's in a more predominant seat, and like that's just maybe will change how he's operating. So from a business perspective, I almost say just leave everything as is while you figure it out and then make a change in 27. But that's just like not how the sport works. So, but my hope too is that they leave everything as is because I worry about Isaac being promoted too soon and kind of having a Liam situation or Pierre and Alex, everyone that's kind of experienced that promotion, it being like a negative thing. If they decide that Yuki isn't the right fit anymore and they do want to promote Isaac, I want Isaac to be promoted into a seat that he can actually do something with.
Yeah. And he feels prepared and he feels ready
Yeah.
and he feels experienced and he's still inexperienced in Formula One. So, I mean, I honestly think it's all going to come down to how Yuki performs in this second half of the season. Like if
Yeah,
you,
which I get, but I also think it's unfair.
I know, but I think if he can recover him, he kind of did recently. I feel like the last few races before the break, he was like qualifying better and he was kind of like
Yeah.
getting himself in a better position. But I feel like if he can do a little bit more to just be there with Max and
Hmm.
qualify better and stuff, I think he has an okay shot about keeping the Red Bull seat, but also like I don't know. Obviously, I love Yuki. I would
Of
love him to
course,
be in
of course.
Formula One. But I also do feel like Isaac is very deserving of the Red Bull seat too, you know?
No, I agree. And I think what's hard now is like, okay, Yuki's in the seat, and it just is what it is at this point. And I'd rather keep Yuki in Formula One than potentially disrupt
Mm.
Isaac's career
Yeah.
by promoting him too soon.
Let's give Yuki one more year
Yeah. Just for
and
everyone involved, you know? Just like,
just let's do one more trip around the sun
yeah.
and then we can reevaluate after one more year.
Yeah. I
This is
also just really quick, the video of him being like, "Oh, he's the one who talk Yuki talk about Max, like he's the one who taught me to drink G&Ts." I was
of course that's like what he takes away from
like
it.
he is a blessing to the internet, truly. Like, and that is like the epitome of someone
Oh
who's like
gosh.
not doing it on purpose.
No, no, no,
He's
no, no.
genuinely like, this is an answer that is true and genuine to me, and it's also perfect for the internet.
Yeah. And of course it has to do with
Alcohol.
food, food and bev, food and bev.
F&B, yes.
Yeah. That's what he needs to do when he's done with Formula One. He needs to go into the F&B business.
It's true. Danny can teach him about the wineries and, maybe
Exactly.
it, yeah.
That'd be fun. So I
Hmm.
guess that's like a very open-ended thing. Like we don't really know what's going to happen, but we'll wait to see. We'll wait to
Yeah,
see.
we're hopeful he stays.
We're
Well,
hopeful
I'm
he
hopeful.
stays.
I'm
And
assuming you
I'm
are too.
gonna say lock the F in, Yuki. Lock the F in. Wait, I was gonna ask you because I forgot to. Actually I'll save it for the end. It'll be
Okay,
like our fun closing question. Okay, the next question I
deal.
have is, will Ferrari get a win this season?
No.
Really?
I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. And it's not that I don't want them to. Like the whole crew deserves, it is some sort of victory. But no, I mean it just seems like I want to be wrong, by
I
the
know.
way.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
But it just feels like a real mess. And like Lewis, I don't know if he's ever been in his head quite the way he is at the moment. Charles has been in this state for years,
He's
so
beaten
I just
down.
don't know how. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he gets himself out of it because it's just like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
And Fred's just like chilling in a life vest, just hoping it all works out. I don't know. It just feels a little precarious at the
Yeah.
moment.
I'm gonna say
But
that,
I would love for them to win. And if they do win, it'll be Charles.
yeah, I kind of think
In my
you're right.
opinion.
I'm gonna say they're gonna get one because
Okay.
they're gonna get one, and it's gonna be
Where?
I'm gonna say
Like
Monza.
an obscure one?
I'm gonna say
Okay. All
Monza.
right. All right.
The Tifosi will power Ferrari to
Okay.
a victory in Monza. It's gonna be Monza, or honestly, it's gonna be some crazy like Abu Dhabi. Like honestly, that would be
Yeah, I was gonna
like
say that
the
too.
last race. It would be like, what the hell? Okay, Ferrari
Yeah.
wins, you know.
But
Um,
I did notice this the other day, and please, I know you'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm actually going to the Austin practice slash sprint quali day for work, which I know you know. That was
yeah,
saying it like that for the audience.
yeah.
Um, but I was putting together a cheat sheet, like we've talked about, a lunch
Oh
and
yeah,
learn for our customers that we're bringing. And is Ferrari second in the constructors right
yeah.
now?
They are.
That's bonkers.
They are. Which I know. Which that's because they've gotten so many. You know, Red Bull's been so bad, and Merck has
Right.
kind of been consistent. And Charles Leclerc's picked up a number of like podiums and decent um like results, no wins, but
Yeah.
like he's doing okay. Yeah, I mean they're way behind. McLaren has 559 points, first place.
Hmm.
Ferrari 260. So they're almost 300 points back. But they're
Yeah,
still in
which just
second
means
place.
everyone else is really struggling because for Ferrari to be second and that far down is wild.
Yeah.
But good for them. I mean, like that's based on the season they're having, like you wouldn't be expecting that they would be anywhere near top five of constructors, but to be second is wild.
Yeah. So I'm going to say they're going to get one. They will get one,
Okay.
but it won't be more than one.
I support it. I would love if they did.
I got to speak things into existence at this point. Um,
Amen.
okay, my next question to you is which team will finish last in the constructors standings? So right now, currently, Alpine is in last place with 20 points. Right above them is
I
Haas with
yeah.
35 and RB
Okay.
with 45. Kick Sauber is in seventh place, which
I
is,
saw that. And Williams is in fifth.
yep, Williams is in fifth. Yeah,
So you love to see it.
yeah,
I think wait, who's in last right now?
Alpine.
Yeah, I think they're gonna stay there because it seems to be not that there's going to be exceptions to the rules, to this rule with like a few races maybe here and there, but it's a one driver team at the
I
moment.
was just gonna say they're running a little one-legged. We can combine this because my other question was gonna be, will Franco regain his form? So we can combine this into this uh,
Hmm.
question, but it's really like, yeah, Pierre scored all of the team's points, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
And they need Franco to score points. If
Yeah,
Franco starts scoring points at least like half of the time, they will be able to go forward, but like
right.
otherwise, it's not going to happen.
Well, this isn't like a direct, obviously, apples to apples comparison, but there is something similar about Franco right now and the Red Bull second seat
I was
of
going to say
just
the same
like
thing. Yeah.
there's so much pressure on the fact that like your career is dependent on you scoring points and you doing this and blah blah blah. But also the car is not awesome and he's way less experienced in the sport than Pierre. So he's just at a disadvantage. And I don't know, it just sucks. So I don't, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Alpine stays in the bottom.
Yeah. And I mean, Haas has found ways to get good points, here and there. Like
Hmm.
Ollie is doing well, and so is Esteban.
Yeah.
They found them, they've like, they're kind of both pulling their own weight. Certainly, Stake is doing super well. And then you have
Yeah.
Isaac and Liam and RB that are doing well too. So
Hmm.
I think you're right. I think it might be
Yeah.
Alpine
I mean, unless Franco has like a real like resurgence
resurgence.
after summer break, I have a hard time believing that they would get any better than they are right now.
Okay, last question is which McLaren driver will win the 2025 World Drivers' Championship?
So it's so interesting because all signs point to Lando, but I have this
Think
feeling in my
so.
gut that it might be Oscar.
Why do you say all signs point to Lando?
Goldfish memory
Okay.
of the season, probably. Um, I don't know. I just kind of feel like Oscar's gonna pull it out though.
Because see, I feel like almost the opposite. I feel like, okay, Oscar
Oh,
in the championship right now, but it feels like it's sort of slipping away a little bit from him. Like
okay.
momentum may have kind of slightly shifted by the end of the season or end of the before the summer break. But now I'm wondering, okay, I don't know. I feel like maybe it will fall back, and I genuinely don't know.
Yeah.
And it's
I
stressing
don't
me
mean
out.
same.
It's kind of
Yeah.
stressing me out
Yeah.
because neither Oscar nor Lando are like my favorite drivers, but I definitely am rooting for one over the other. And I think you are
Hmm.
too. And I think most people, I mean, I think it'd be hard to find someone who is just like, either's fine. Like,
Neutral. Yeah.
someone's gonna have an opinion one way or the other.
Yeah.
But it's just so tight. It's so
I
close.
know.
I feel like each week it like swings a little bit both ways. And I just like, I don't know that
Yeah.
I can handle the stress of this fight.
Okay. I think you can. I mean, you've handled a lot worse.
That's true.
So I definitely trust in your ability to like get through it.
Yeah.
And I think for me, because it's getting so close and it will probably be like most of the rest of the season, it will kind of be this back and forth. I just like it's not that Lando doesn't have the talent or ability, but his set compared to Oscars is so different. And in a tight battle like this, I feel like the mindset you want is Oscars, which is just like quietly doing the thing, staying in your zone, in your like zen in the zone, not listening to a lot of noise. And again, like I don't actually know if that's how Oscar operates. That's just how he like comes off as operating. Um, So I think that might be to his advantage, but truly, like I won't be shocked what that like who whichever one it is, it won't what will surprise me if it's not one of them.
Yeah, which is basically impossible.
Like well, right. But
Yeah.
so I think it won't, I mean, I think I'll be excited for either one, to be fair. I do I'm not, and I really don't know why, because I would say at the beginning of the season I would have picked Lando over Oscar, and it for me has definitely changed, and I don't really have a reason other than like maybe because at the beginning of the season he wasn't expected. Like there's an
Mhm.
underdog element to Oscar,
Mhm.
even though he's not really an underdog.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It'll be very interesting to
I
see who
think
pulls it out.
what I'm not prepared for is the discourse that's going to
Yeah.
come either way. Like the conversations, the online chatter. It's going to be,
Hmm.
I'm going to probably try to stay a bit offline when the season
Yeah,
runs.
I think we could just choose to ignore that. I think that's
Yeah.
what's fun about it
I
being
mean,
the end of the season is we could just be like,
part of us, our job as podcasters is we do have to
I
pay
understand.
attention to it a little bit, but
I know, but it's like maybe definitely the episode after the championship and then maybe one, but then after that it's kind
yeah,
of like, okay,
move
well, you
on.
can get on the internet and read for yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. I know. I
Yeah.
think if I had to pick someone right now, I'm going to say Oscar, but I don't feel confident in that answer. Like I don't
Yeah, that's
feel
fair.
like secure in that answer.
Hmm.
Um,
I don't
so
think the answer is secure though. I think that's the thing. It's
yeah,
like it's so up in the air and it's so close that it really is just like a race by race, one day at a time.
it's just so stressful. Like
I know.
this is actually a time in which, I mean, obviously you could say it's so awesome. If one of your favorite drivers is Oscar or Lando, it's so awesome
Yeah.
that they're in this championship fight, but also the
Yeah.
stress and the anxiety,
Yeah.
if they
Yeah.
are your favorites, like, oh my God. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with that. I could. Let's be honest. Like I would be
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
so
could. It's
grateful.
just so interesting because I have not been an F1 fan when there's been a battle with my favorite driver. It was just
Yep.
like he had it in the bag the whole season.
Yeah.
So I like both of them. I'm really excited that there is a battle. I kind of wish it was between two drivers on two different teams. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a little bit more exciting, but it's still exciting in its own. And that's just my I don't know if it's my Pisces or my empath or just whatever of like I just want them to be friends forever. What not that they're besties, but like
Sure.
I just don't want their relationship. I don't think they're gonna go brosadies, but I just don't want them to like have a falling out.
No, I know. I mean, yeah,
I don't
obviously.
want Lando to have a falling out.
In my perfect world, this title fight would be between Yuki and Charles Leclerc. Apologies for people are watching this and they're like, "Why are all these cuts?" Or we are having big internet problems. So apologies is what it is.
The life of a podcaster.
I mean, yeah, we're doing everything we can to give you this episode.
Hmm.
Okay, final question for you, going back to the summer break of it all,
Yeah.
is which F1 driver would you have wanted to be on summer break with?
Oh, good question. Um, Honestly, I think probably Max, and that's not because he's my favorite driver, but I think there's like a little bit of newborn bliss. They hung out with the Wolf family, which I think
They
is
did,
fun.
yeah.
I just feel like Max really knows how to holiday because Max doesn't care about the noise. Um, and not that other drivers were like trying to be seen or whatever, but I just think,
Yeah.
I don't know, there's still just like an extra element of like social media and this and that. And like Max posted a bunch of photos that like Kelly would have taken for the family photo album.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't think that there was necessarily like thought of like, oh, I need to take something for Instagram,
Yeah.
kind of. I don't know.
Totally. Totally. Jump cut. It's just me now ending the podcast. So sorry, you guys, for all the crazy internet issues we've had this episode, all of the cuts. Honestly, had to end the podcast without Hannah because we had started and stopped recording this episode 4 different times because of our internet problems. So I'm just going to end it by myself here. Thank you all for listening. Sorry it was a rough episode back from break. We'll be better, back and better than ever next week with our race recap, our Zandvoort race recap, and then we've got Monza the week after that. So we've got 2 races back to back. We'll be back in studio recording together for those episodes. So this is just a trial run, getting back into the swing of things, but we'll be back next week with just a better high quality episode for all of you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us and allowing us to go on our break that we just had. We're so grateful for all of you, and we'll see you next time. Enchanté.